Welcome back to the Urban Permaculture Garden. The date is April 29th, and this is being filmed, obviously, after I've planted the rest of my seeds in the garden. And the last frost was supposed to be a week and a half ago. Well, at least a week ago. And guess what? It frosted again the other night, and it didn't say anything about that. The weather didn't say nothing about it on the weather network or anything that it was even going to get to the freezing temperature, but it did. So it wasn't the craziest frost, but it did frost. So I'm a little worried about my seeds, because not all of these seeds can withstand frost. So I guess we'll just see how it goes. We'll see how things change and what starts growing and whatnot, and we'll go from there. If I need to replace any of the seeds, I will do that. But for now, I'm just going to show you what's going on in the garden since I've planted. We got some things growing. So, you come down here, you can see the mints are really starting to take off. We got a bunch of lemon balm. Those guys right there in the middle. That's burdock. I didn't plant those. I'm probably going to remove them. Maybe I'll leave some for roots because they're delicious. We'll see. But yeah, all the mints are coming up. Chocolate mint. We got the Greek oregano is starting to grow right here. And we got our sage. It smells so good. And this is the wild peppermint. It smells amazing. It smells kind of like toothpaste. Peppermint toothpaste. Our sagebrush is doing very well. Look how big he is. So cool. So he's doing very well. Looking big and bushy. And we did get this little tiny trellis for now for the grapes. Going to kind of let them grow around this little trellis. And it's cute, you know, nothing too crazy, but it's going to help for now. And there's my other sage over there. He's doing really well. And right down there is parsley. I planted a bunch of parsley in here. None of them really took off except that little one right there. So that's kind of neat. Kind of cool to see. We got the chives. As you can tell, I've been harvesting them and having them in salad. I really like the chives. That's all sorrels. The sorrels are just taking off like crazy. And we've got chamomile popping up. This stuff right here. It's all chamomile. It's become a weed, so I can just selectively grow some of them to get my chamomile. And we got some other herbs. This is the long leaf plantain, which is going to become a weed, which it's starting to pop up actually in the garden beds and stuff, so it's going to become naturalized in this area. This is the salvia. I forgot which species it is. That's the salvia there. We got the lilies. Not lilies, sorry. Daisies. We got our lavender. Looking good. Now we did have the potatoes popping up, but the frost killed them. As you can see there, it fried them pretty good, which is too bad. And it looks like there's another one over here, and it got fried. But they'll be okay. They're going to grow more leaves. I just can't believe it frosted a week after they said the last frost date was. So that's, you just can't trust the weather networks. Not really when it comes to gardening. This is all our garlics. Doing very well, looking good. We're gonna hopefully have a lot of garlic this year. We'll see how the year goes with crazy heat and stuff, but they should be okay. And you can see we got a lot of salad greens coming up here. Mustard greens, all the goodies for our salads. So that's exciting. We got more oregano over there, doing very well. And over here, we got our onions popping up right here. These onions, you can see them all coming up there. This right here is one of the garlic scapes. You can just come out. There's some other weeds growing in here, like that guy. But yeah, and these are the carrots that we're gonna harvest some seeds from. they're doing pretty good. We're going to wait and see how they grow. So far, so good. Hopefully going to get a lot of seeds from them for next year. These are our snap peas. They're doing good. Starting to pop up. There's a little rhubarb right there. Cute. Not really growing too big, but it might take a few years for them. See, and I planted all the tobaccos and stuff. And I don't know if the frost killed the seeds. I have lots of tobacco seeds, so I'm not too worried about that. But still, because in here, I planted ashwagandha. And I do have a little bit of seeds left, and I might be able to get them from the store still. But still, like, I also planted okra and cucumbers, and I just don't know if they're going to be okay. I'm hoping they will. It didn't frost too crazy, but it frosted enough to hurt the potatoes. But still, like, frosting. Kind of frustrating. But again, we'll just see how it goes. And down here, I planted the artichokes, and we have one popping up right there. That's kind of cool. I haven't had any success with like artichokes yet. If you remember from the last year's garden, I did grow them, and I didn't really, it grew, but it didn't grow much bigger than this tiny little thing, and then the heat kind of killed it off because we had a heat wave. And in here is the Valerian. These guys might be the Valerian starting to pop up. Not quite sure yet. We'll wait and see. Same with this one. This is the strawberry spinach. There's some little sprouts popping up there. There's another one right there. So I don't know if that is them. We'll have to wait and see to see if it's a weed or not. This is just the regular spinach. They're doing good, starting to grow. And we're actually getting some results with the cumin. They're popping up, so that's going to be neat. I'm excited to try cumin in the garden. Over here is all the wildflowers. You can see them all popping up there. Just starting to grow. We got beautiful rhubarbs next to the flowers. I always forget the names of these. Somebody will probably know them. You can put it in the comments below. This is our big rhubarb. It's doing very well. Probably going to do a rhubarb harvest soon. When they get, probably in May. We'll see how it goes. And in here, it's a beautiful food forest garden. All the plants are doing really good. You got the comfrey there. You got these raspberries in the back. You got the currants. And you can actually see they're already producing their flowers. That's pretty surprising. I didn't think they'd be doing that already, but they grow naturally here. Oh, look at that. We got some echinacea coming up. Or grass there, but we got echinacea growing up. The blueberries are growing. They have a hard time here. I'm not sure why. Might just be the climate here. Might be a bit too warm for them. But they're trying. They're trying to grow. So that's cool. Those are the gooseberries, wild gooseberries. They're a lot bigger than they were last year. And then that's, of course, is a hollyhock. And we got our strawberries back there. This is the domesticated variety of strawberries. And then we also got our wild strawberries right there. And back over here, the random seed garden, we have stinging nettles. Well, these are probably gonna cook up at some point or dry them. I did harvest some from the wild, and I hung those all up because I figured I got some at home that we can cook. So I'll probably cook these up. And I got some, I think, arugula that's popping up there. Nothing too crazy going on in the random seed garden just yet. We do have this guy. This is the hops. You can see behind there. He's growing. He's growing his branches out. He's reaching up here. So that's exciting. We might actually have a decent hops plant this year, which is taking him a bit to get situated. But that's going to be pretty cool. I'm excited for that. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it in the garden so far. Just wanted to give you a little update of the little plants that are starting to grow and about the frost situation. It's kind of put a damper on things, but we'll see how it goes. You know what? It might not be too much of a problem because a lot of the plants in their native habitat, they do get small amounts of frost, and a lot of the times you can plant plants a bit earlier than they say. So we'll see how it goes, and I'll give you updates in the future. If you want to follow along, make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on the bell icon so you get notified when I upload another update. And yeah, we'll see you in the next video. Have a good one. Peace.